There's so much to be thankful for. Family, friends, food, and NFL football all week long. And DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping your Thanksgiving week full of action. New customers can bet just $5 on NFL action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. No matter what your appetite, there's something for you. Money lines, parlays, props, live bets, and so much more. You name it, they've got it. I can't wait to see what my Cowboys do versus the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day. So download the DraftKings Sports app now and use code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. New customers can bet $5 on NFL Thanksgiving action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, using code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. The crown is yours.
Beats Planet.
Yeah.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Jolene. Man, Scott. First and foremost, what's good with you, player? How you doing?
What's happening, family?
I asked you backstage, but it'll just be tasteless for me tonight to ask you in front of everybody. How was your holiday?
It was wonderful, man. It was wonderful. Cowboys got the blowout victory. Good food, family football,
Man, Sky, we was off for a little bit, right? And just because we're not working doesn't mean we're not like working. And social media is technically like work for us, right? So I'm born in 92. And I was also born in Natchez, Mississippi. And I also happen to be African American. Sorry.
No, be fair.
Sorry. So, I just wanted to familiarize myself with Dolly Parton. Now, Scott, disclaimer. This isn't like a Two Americas situation, because David Hellman tweeted that. He said, oh, this is a Two Americas, right? Like, I got Phil Collins on the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I love 80s music. I like country music relatively, Johnny Cash and all them, Brooks and Dunn, whatever. But I hopped on the Twitter, right? And I was like, what song Dolly Parton sang? Just so I can kind of familiarize myself, because I didn't think Dolly Parton was like a big deal,
Me neither.
Whenever we hear about Dolly Parton, Sky, it's like boom, doom, doom, doom. I don't have to drop on the
That's what I thought. I thought it was the other things,
That's all I know about Dolly Parton. You know what I'm saying? But apparently I was wrong, and Dolly Parton is this legend with thousands of hits. And I say, all right, cool. What songs? And everybody named the same 3 damn songs, guy. Scott. Now I feel like they was appalled at the idea that I didn't know who the hell Dolly Parton was. Now, Scott, I got offended, right? Because if I tapped him on the show and be like, well, do you know? Have you ever heard of "Rockin' the Boots" by H-Town or something? They probably wouldn't know H-Town but Scott, in our community, we love, we know Rockin' the Boots by H-Town, right? Yeah. So I got attacked by Dolly Parton fans, who's 90, by the way, 80, 70. I got attacked by Dolly Parton fans, right, about her greatness. So I was like, all right, dog, when Dolly Parton come on, I'm getting ready for some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Dolly Parton, I got ate up, you know what I'm saying? They say, hey, she wrote Whitney Houston.
I know, I found that out the other day.
Found it out the other day. Boy, Dolly Parton came out there with the BBL, dog.
Looking snatched.
Let me tell you something, Scott. At halftime, the Cowboys was beating the Washington Football Wizards by 10. And Sam Howell and the Wizards was just holding on. But you know who was holding on a little more than watching football Wizards? Dolly Parton was grabbing that star. Hey, look, she'll sing Jolene, Jolene, but on that long Jolene, she had to grab something. Jolene!
Bro,
Salute.
She had to grab something, Scott.
and then her hand motions, it was like she was singing at us, you know? Did you peep that? She was doing one of these things like 925. God, get her off the goddamn stage, man.
Sky, boy, look, she'll get animated with them hands, but look, whenever she had to move around to work the crowd, boy, she grabbed that goddamn leg, Sky. But then, Sky, this is one thing that bothered the hell out of me. But Dolly Parton had to have walked 3 feet. It wasn't far. They zoom out the damn stage as long as the damn field. Why y'all gave Dolly Parton all that stage?
Wait, did you see Jack Harlow's stage?
No, I didn't see Jack Harlow. Who was
Sir,
his?
he had an igloo in the middle of a shouts out to my guy Will Blackman, in the middle of an injury tent. It was like an injury tent type situation. It was terrible, dog.
They just had a thing.
Oh, it was bad.
And an igloo. Listen, man. If you Jerry Jones or Jerry Jones age, I can understand why you would be excited about Dolly Parton, dog. But dog, like this didn't move the needle for me. You know what I'm saying? And gladly, I don't work closely to Dallas Cowboys or anything like that, because I would hate to come out and be like, oh, we got the legend Dolly Parton coming. Dog, I wouldn't finna sit up here and lie to you, man. But yeah, Sky. No. So what I'm gonna do today, phones are lit, by the way. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna find out who's calling us, right? Let's say it's Joe Sandberg. Let's say it's Toxic Tom. Let's say, you know, one of our Caucasian brethren, Sky. And I'm gonna ask them some obscure R&B hip hop song, and I just want to see if they know it. And if they don't know it, they getting their ass cussed out. You hear me? I'm your host, by the way.
Hey, Bachi.
Sky, I just hate that I just got to steal this from you, man. I just hate I got to steal it. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Master William Skywalker Steele.
What's good, fam?
Salute.
What's good with your big dog?
That's my
Hey,
shit.
man. Listen, bro, we got some things to talk about. And we got a very short week. The Cowboys play the Seattle Seahawks. This is the beginning of our real football. This is playoff football, right, Sky? This is what we would consider.
Hold on.
Go on,
One more in the Dolly part.
please.
This how you know she just ain't got that many.
Let me hold on to something. Go ahead.
This have to start singing "We Are the Champions."
Sky. You mean to tell me Dolly Parton's so legendary she ran out of hits?
She started singing Queen.
She couldn't fill up 10 minutes. Or 8.
I looked over to my wife and said, Is this?" She was like, "Yeah, that's Queen." I was like, "What the hell?" I'm confused.
Hey, look, I like Dolly wrote that.
I thought that shit.
Like Dolly wrote that.
I said, damn. I said, damn, Queen sampled that.
I said, yo, Dolly Cole, son. Dolly wrote this.
It's week 10, bitch. Why you see we had a champion? This is no disrespect to Dolly Parton. Just saying.
No disrespect, because it's amazing. Because look, Sky, how many 90-year-olds you see just doing anything, just doing whatever?
Not many. Not many.
Right. Shouts out to her. She got out there and she performed and she did something in front of 100,000 people. But dog, she ran out of songs. Dog.
All right, my bad.
No, she gonna be up there singing WAP next time, boy. Anyway.
We'll be like, damn, they sampled that from Dolly Parton.
Damn, boy, Cardi B took Dolly Parton did WAP before.
It was called White Ass Pussy.
Oh, Sky. Sky. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave before we get fired. It wasn't WAP. It was bot. It was bot.
Tell me.
What's Dolly famous for outside of music? Is bot. B-O-T.
Go.
Hang on.
Mute it.
If they Scott, if they doing unmuted.
Oh no. Now you are. Oh, okay. You could have just said Tiggos, but go ahead.
I ain't want to do
Not
Tiggos.
everybody know what that mean though.
Shit, they got it. they got it. Look at my chat.
See, T.O.B. I got T.O.B. though.
What would I say? B.O.T.?
It's a B.O.T.
Big old.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
Big old Jolene. Big old Jolene. Big Jolene. All right, man. Before we get into Cowboys and Washington Football Wizards, the news that took over the weekend, Sky. First of all, I didn't know that Darius Leonard and Shaq Leonard was the same person. I ain't know.
he changed his name, yeah.
Scott, I hate when I'm draft guy and I know him as one name. Like Jason Oweh from Penn State got drafted by the Ravens. All of a sudden, some dude named Adafi started making play. I was like, damn, who's Adafi? That's him. They just changed the names. You know what I'm saying? They change and they just do whatever. I had to figure out who Shaq Leonard was, you know, but I was like, oh, the Colts got a Shaq. Look, the Colts got two linebackers, a Shaq and a damn, you know what I'm saying? But now I know who Shaq Leonard is. Shaquille Leonard. There's Shaq Leonard. Scott. All pro teammates with Gilly back in the gap.
And Malik, a little bit.
And Malik, for sure. 100%. Hey, we just go bring the Colts on over here. That was a good defense when it was going on, Scott. Yeah. This ain't a T.Y. Hilton signing, Scott. This ain't like that. T.Y. Hilton came in. He hadn't been playing football. He was watching his boys. It was around Christmas time. He wanted to make a few checks, and T.Y. Hilton was just around. I didn't think that T.Y. Hilton was going to elevate the wide receiver corps like that. He was better than what we had, but I didn't think he was going to elevate the wide receiver corps like that. I actually think we got good linebackers right now, Sky. Mm. But Darius Shaq Leonard coming in, he changes the whole dynamic of this thing, Sky. He changes the whole dynamic of this thing, Sky. Now, me and you got some people that we be talking to or whatever. A little bit of concern, but not really a whole bunch of concern. You're only gonna pay him $38 anyway. He only gonna play for 9 games for you, 8 games for you, however many left over. But he can still run though, Sky. He can still run. He can
still move, yeah.
100%. And we were in the patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, and he has this clip. I guess his last clip is a quote that's been going around. It's on social media. You played it on your show. I was breaking that down in Patreon today, and how these defensive coordinators use you as a linebacker, especially, it matters. Mm-hmm. It matters. If you're going to be blow up play guy, kamikaze guy, if you're going to be point of attack guy, then you're not going to make as many free running plays. That's facts. It just is what it is. But when you're more of that will guy and somebody else is blowing up the play for you and you get to come clean up, now he turns into a running hit guy. And he can run his ass off, Sky.
Yeah.
So, listen, man, I'm proud of what Damone Clark has done. I'm proud of what Marquise Bell has done. And I don't know what the final configuration is going to be. But this ain't just like, don't listen to Colts fans, right? Because Raiders fans will tell you bad things, bad things about Hankins. You know what I'm saying? Lions fans told you bad things about J-Ron Curse. Like the Cowboys jumping over this. Like they jumping on this. They all over this right now. He'll be visiting Tuesday. Especially when this the one position, Scott, that's the most thin that we've been talking about how thin this group is. This dude makes a difference for you, Scott.
I was going to ask you that question.
Go, please.
Because I'm torn. Like you said, I think of linebackers, like we got some quality guys, right? Like sure. Bell, undersized, but he's done very well given switching from safety to linebacker. Sure. I think Clark is continuing to get better and better. Good linebacker. Rashaan Evans, that veteran guy, he's kind of your second true linebacker.
Yeah.
Do you sign him as insurance, or do you sign him like, hey, give him a couple weeks and you put him right there as a starter in the middle of the linebacker?
Man, it took T.Y. Hilton, 8 days? It took T.Y. 8 days?
Yeah.
I'm putting Shaq out there. Now, okay, but look, this is the difference though, right? Like T.Y. didn't play football all year. Shaq been playing ball. What I'm saying?
Yeah, he been playing, right.
Shaq been playing. Shaq got a camp. Shaq been playing. It's just hey, it ain't working here. I got cut, but so he's healthy. He's in shape, and he's in football shape. This ain't like a Martavis Bryant situation neither, Scott. Like I don't know when we're gonna see Martavis, but he ain't played football in years. Shaq ready right now. And if there's anybody I know that can bring the best out of anybody,
I think I'm with you, man.
it's Dan Quinn, bro. So I do think early on there's gonna be like a little acclimating, you know, like you'll probably still run Bell and Clark out there, but think about Clark, right, Scott? In this system, both the linebackers play, you know, they're kind of the same dude, but Clark is playing where he's playing because Marquise got to do more.
They're out of position, is what you want to say.
They're out of position.
Yeah.
Clark is still small, Scott. Clark is still one of your will linebacker guys. He still should be, you know what I'm saying?
He has a size. He's 6'3", 240, but he doesn't have that temperament of a thumping ass middle linebacker.
He ain't got the thumping shit, Scott.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sick of these little dudes on the field, Scott. Scott, you look on there and DaRon Bland, the one coming down hitting people, and you look at Marquise and you look at Dono and you look at JK and you look at Damone and you go, damn, boy, we kind of, you know what I'm saying? The dudes that do come down and make the nasty hits, they the lightest. They the lightest dudes. Dono and Marquise, they're your lightest guys, Scott. I'm just looking at what Darius Leonard could be here. If we start to run, I don't know what Rashaan Evans' final form is going to look like here, but you at least know he's going to come down and thump a little bit. I'm not saying that the Colts had this horrid D-line situation, but this D-line situation, one of the best D-line situations in the league. And the best part about it, Scott, he only going to cost you $38, man. I don't see no downside to this Darius Leonard thing.
None at all.
There's no downside. Bring that dude in, and especially on this kind of run that we on. He wants to be with a team that's gonna contend and bust ass, and he's coming to us first. Man, Jerry better not let him out that goddamn building. You kidding me? I'll take.
Yeah, I think you put him back in the middle and allow him to be that playmaker. He's hungry. He wants to do it. You know what I mean? And that audio, I got the audio. If you want me to play a little bit of it,
por favor, please.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm very similar to what I've seen on tape maybe 2 years ago, but you know, just different this year. You know, I'm either hammering the ball back to Zaire or spilling into the safety. I'm not as free as I once was in defense before, so it's kind of hard to see those splash plays because, you know, like I said, I'm either hammering the ball back to Z or spilling into the safety. I'm not the free guy. I don't blitz, so it's kind of tough to make splash plays when, you know, you just got to do your job, and then on third down, you're sitting on the sideline, you know, being a cheerleader. So, you know, that's the only difference. So I just got to go out and continue to just be the best version of myself, play with great technique, play with great effort, and then just, you know, when the plays come, just do my job and hopefully get out the field.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of free guys in this goddamn defense. You hear me? There's some free guys in this.
And
kidding me?
I mean, you started off right. Like defensive coordinators matter. We have to remember, Darius Leonard was under Matt Eberflus
linebacker
when he was, you know, doing this thing. He was under different head coach too, Frank Wright.
Yeah. Out
Frank Wright, out Matt Eberflus. You know, Gus Bradley's not Shaq's guy. Shane Steichen's not Shaq's guy. And I get the injury aspect of it, but just the utilization, right? Yeah. I looked and seen how many times Shaq, you know, they blitzed him. If you go back and look at this season, he's only been blitzed 6 times this year. The previous 3 seasons, 42, 45, and 53. Think about that. 42, 45, 53, only 6 times this year. If he came to Dallas, LVE was blitzed 18 times. He ain't played in a month and a half. Clark, 24, Bell, 10, and Evans only played in a handful of games. He's been blitzed a few times. So, you know, and again, blitzing ain't the end-all, be-all. It's just to go to show you some coordinators aren't going to use you the way that you might have been used previously, where DQ will say, what do you do best?
Attack.
And let me put you in that situation to do that best.
Yeah. Man, Scott, using an all-pro to make him spill to the linebacker. I mean, to the safety is madness. That's madness to me, Scott. To where here, the big boys up front do all the work. You know what I'm saying? The big boys up front do all the work. And if you happen to be Dono and you get there, cool. if you Darius Leonard, you get there, you Rashaan Evans. If you Rashaan Evans and you get there, dog, cool. You ain't got to worry about Darius Leonard knowing about run fits. You ain't got to worry about him diagnosing. You ain't got to worry about him being out of shape. You ain't got to worry about him being a speed guy. You don't have to worry about his temperament. He's a dog. Like this dude is a dude. He ain't just roll out the bed not knowing how to play football, Scott.
Yeah.
Hey man, I hope we take care of business on this one. Cause when we get to the playoffs, man, look, I'm not gonna look, man. Them boys in Philly, man, you're going to play two teams.
It's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck for them dudes.
Yeah, you're going to play two teams that want to run the ball right at you, and maybe they won't do it 30 times, but you're going to play San Fran or Philly, one of those two to get through, where they like to do kind of that zone stuff and get downhill on you. So need some linebackers.
Taking Darius Leonard off the field on third downs is also a little bit of madness, though, Will. Still, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do over there. This simply just can't be like draft pick politics. You know what I'm saying? Because you would find a way to make that work. You know what I'm saying? But there's
sponsorships, bro.
Yeah.
Who in the building is his sponsor besides Chris Ballard, who's their GM?
How about being an all-pro? How about the motherfuckers voting for all-pro sponsoring them? I don't know, man. But that's their problem.
To be fair, he's not the all-pro. He ain't that no more.
He ain't that no more, but
right.
I just don't see a bad football player when I see him.
Me neither.
I don't see a washed football player. I don't see an old football player when I see him. I see him not being used in the way that would benefit him. That's how I see it.
It's fair.
And Dan wouldn't dare. Anyway. Cowboys beat the shot of Washington football Wizards without Darius Leonard. Just imagine what week 18 gonna be like. Just imagine what week 18 gonna be like, Scott. I text you, Scott, because me and you, friends in real life. So even when we not working, we watching the game together. I text you, man. I was like, man, 4, Dak Prescott. 4 is in his Drew Brees era. Mm-hmm. Man, you just know how you just see them dudes and they just on. They just diagnosing. They on. They kicking ass. They just on. You know what I mean? They just leading this elite ass offense. With him, these Brady characters, like pick a guy from that era that just dial it up and they see it and they on and they hot and they comfy and they dealing out there, man. That's just been Dak Prescott, bro. And anybody saying anything opposite, it just lying to you. Anybody saying anything opposite, they lying. They're a Cowboy hater in general. I tweeted yesterday. I was like, hey man, Dak a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. If you fighting that, then you must be going by preseason projections. You must be going by reputation or how you feel, but dog, it ain't that many quarterbacks playing better than 4 right now.
Nah,
especially not no damn Justin Herbert or no damn Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. Fuck y'all. Or Jalen Hurts. Like Dak is playing out of his mind right now, and he's comfy. And he look comfortable back there, Scott. Me and you talk about this all the time. Like I just wonder, what was the conversation like when they on the door and they talked to Mike? Like, what did they say? That came out in post game, Scott, and he was all like, "Hey man, look, we had a conversation with Mike, and we just running the plays that we was gonna run in the spring, and we comfortable." And I'm like, man, somebody got cussed out, Dak. You ain't got a lot of us, bro. Somebody had to have been cussed, because this shit's night and day, Scott. It's night and day, and we saying the same shit every week. But we're really getting better every week. Like we're really stacking good on top of good on top of good. And man, you could say what you want. I'm just coming back to it, dog. Like other teams ain't blowing out the Washington football Wizards like that. They wasn't blowing out the Giants like that. They wasn't blowing out none of these teams like that. And now we on this run. And Scott, you know what happens, man. Let us go out there and beat the Seahawks. What are they gonna say? Well, I didn't believe Geno Smith was good anyway. Let us go out there and run up against Josh. Well, the Bills are a 500 team anyway. They're not good. Let us go out there and beat the Dolphins. Oh, the Dolphins hadn't beat a good team all year. If we go out there and beat the Eagles, well, the Eagles been playing some funny football, and we didn't think that there was gonna be. Man, we just Cowboy players and fans. Let's just run our race, bro.
Yep.
Let's just run our race and enjoy this shit. Dak is out here kicking people ass in a way that it can be sustained no matter who we playing against. Scott, don't you find it funny that motion number keep going up every week?
Season high.
Scott, don't you find it funny?
Against Washington.
Scott, don't you find it funny that we up there with San Francisco now? Don't you find it funny? And we just been climbing up that list. We just been climbing. It's just now we up here with one of the best offenses in the league, one that everybody respect. Dog, it's not. This wasn't rocket science, bro. And part of me feel like we didn't bully Mike McCarthy because he probably don't even watch us. But I do feel like these players are on social media, Scott, and they see us talking. I ain't saying Dak one of them dudes, but it may be some other cats, right? And they'll go to the coach and be like, "Hey, man, look. I ain't saying that Voch Lombardi on Twitter, Skywalker still on Twitter. Sky ain't saying that. Sky ain't saying that. Right? But it's some obvious shit when we say it. And Sky, we not geniuses, right? We ain't Belichick. We ain't used to coaching the league. But we'll be like, hey man, shit, you might want to run Tony to the outside. Hey man, you might want to up the motion like the good teams is doing. And let's just stop practicing. Tyron is ridiculous, Sky.
Yeah, the stop practicing Tyron. That's the one right there.
Stop practicing Tyron is madness. We'll get to it. But I'm just gonna go down my list, man. 4 is in his Drew Brees era. I think he's clearly one of the best quarterbacks in the league, right? This, hey, look, when I say one of the best, I mean like 3. I mean like
there's not 3 quarterbacks playing better than him right now in football. I'm saying
3 to. I'm saying 3 to be safe, Scott. You can throw Purdy up there. You can put Dak up there. Boy, even Goff had a weird couple games or whatever. But dog, it ain't a whole bunch of people that's playing better than 4 right now. Mm-mm. And if he can keep doing this, and that defense can continue to contain the run and put teams in bad positions and all it. If I got one critique on this offense, I just want to continue to make the attempt to start earlier. Because once we start, we don't stop. We may have a drive that, all right, we got to punt the ball on Washington. All right, cool. Tony Romo said something interesting yesterday, Scott. I was driving, but I was listening to Bills and Eagles. And he was like, the Bills shouldn't run the ball twice and then throw it with Josh Allen because you want Josh Allen to at least have 2 goals at it. I thought that was interesting. Tony said that. You know what I mean? That ain't like no revolutionary shit, but it makes sense hearing him say that, right? Like you wouldn't want Josh Allen to just have 1 go at it, which is why we hate run pass anyway. But Dak is so on fire right now. It'll be ridiculous for you to not let Dak have his attempts on these drives, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're a running team though. I don't even think we attempt to run it in that manner. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think it's a bit different than previous years. So I don't really worry about them getting into that. But to your point though, it's the opening. Like when we do open up, kind of feel things out. For instance, in Philly, run pass. We did it in San Fran, run pass. Sure. So I think on the road they're like, oh, let's just kind of fill this thing out. And then what happened when it was like, oh man, this Philly secondary sucks.
We fly.
So just lean into whatever is the weakness of that opponent, in my opinion. And it was interesting. We were talking about that game. I thought Buffalo came out, did the opposite. Sure. Now it ended up helping them a little bit later on, but that's something interesting. Me and Foots were talking about that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, again, your best part of your offense is the quarterback and his perimeter guys, and your run game just needs to be complement to that.
I think once you get going, it's hard to stop this offense, man. It's hard to stop them. And before you know it, you in that hole that we trying to dig every week. So, chat, y'all call in. We working. Call in 44. I wrote this down, Scott. In this system, Tony Pollard's not gonna have a whole bunch of games where he's a 100-yard rusher. But if we can get a big play here, if he can catch some passes here, and if he averages more than 4 yards per carry, who cares?
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with this guy. I see a lot. He's efficient. I see a lot of conversation on the internets, and I understand that the barometer for a good running back day is 100 yards rush. I get that, but that don't work with this team though. That ain't what this team is. This team is more so about the scores. It's more so about attacking whoever, however. It's about making the defense pass rush and shit like that, right? Like what's your PCP type shit or whatever? Your PCP may not be running the ball 40 times, and Mike McCarthy come out there and talk about the attempts all he wants to, but Tony Pollard get the same damn attempts every damn week.
Every week is 12, 13.
And That's Sky. Whether we have a tough fought game versus the Chargers, or we beat the shot out of the Washington Football Wizards, boy, Dak gonna throw that mug north of 35, and Tony gonna run for 14. It is what it is, Scott. And I think if Tony is rushing for 5.1 yards a carry, I'm cool.
Really cool if he rushed for 6.1.
That motherfucker rushed for 6. We having a party. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you would think about, and Brian Broader said this and made me think about it, is when you get to the end of games, you just got to run it out and kill clock. Can you just hand the ball to Tony 3 times and he get can he get a first down for you? Well, just me thinking about that. Sure, Tony may not bruise you up for 3 carries or whatever, and sure, Rico Dowdle could do that, but look at what we've been doing with the outside runs. You can outside run at the end of a game. you can pull Terrence Steele. You can pull Tyler Smith. We're gonna talk about the offensive line, man. You can pull these guys in open space, or you can just throw the ball. I think there's ways to do this, man, and you can throw as an extension of the run game. I just don't feel like there's a running problem. And chat, I know y'all gonna watch the national media. I do it too. And they're going to bring up the idea of what if it gets cold and what if we go into a game where we have to run. I think Tony can do it. But it's just that the first wave of attack we're going to roll out is we run it through 4. We're just going to run through 4. And as long as that's working, fuck it. Now, when we get to when it's cold outside and we go to Buffalo and it's freezing, I think Dak will still be able to throw because he's that dude. Because I've just seen him done it before. I've seen him do it before. If not, we're gonna have to have a conversation with Steele, but I don't know.
I don't really care about how they run.
Yeah,
and sure. The how has changed. For the 3rd consecutive game, they've run Tony Pollard out of zone more than they ran him out of gap, and that's resulted in him looking much better. Right? He got 100 yard on the ground. That's fine, whatever. But if he gets 100-yard total, that's what matters to me. That means he's getting used in the pass game. I still would like to see Rico get up his carries a bit. Again, it doesn't have to come at Tony's expense. Tony can stay around that 12 to 15, and Rico, if he stays north of 6 to 9, I think that balances out well. And you're running the ball anywhere, but because you got to count a couple runs from Dak and then game's over type runs. If you can get around that 25 carry because you're up, that's perfectly fine. But as long as we're efficient and as long as we're running it the best way we can run it, not just up the middle like we were doing for most of the season, I think we'll be fine.
Now, Sky, at the end of the day, I don't mean to get on this fella, but he always bring this guy up. So somebody says Zeke will be missed in the playoffs. This is how I know y'all don't really watch. Patriots.
Not even just the Patriots, just in general. Ezekiel Elliott, the last 4 games in the playoffs has been your worst offensive player.
That's facts.
You realize he hasn't averaged more than 3 yards per carry. He hasn't even averaged 3 yards per carry in the last 4 playoff games. You're not going to miss Zeke in the playoffs.
Scott. And Tony been running people over.
Yeah. Tony's has 15 broken tackles forced the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you know why? They're utilizing him in his own concept where he can see green and get downhill. And I don't care how big or small you are. If you are lightning fast, physics takes over. If you have a lane and you get downhill really fast, arm tackles ain't going to work. Yeah. I digress.
Also, too, just one more to beat the shit out of everybody that's talking about Zeke. Because they'll be like, well, but Voch, can't we just pay him to come in and block? Let me tell y'all something, man. I put this on
fantastic block.
I put this on Twitter today. I went and found all the pass plays where Tony was just blocking. These ain't Voch went to go find Tony making the good blocks. No, I'm just finding Tony blocking. Tony's been incredible in pass pro. Tony's been incredible in pass pro. And chat, hold on, let me just run this back just to be clear, right?
Don't mistake in facts for hate. Remove your stand cap. Facts also do not care about feelings.
Also, chat, fantastic point, Scott. Let me just give you an extra point. Pass protection is much more than just, Tony went to go block somebody. Look at where Tony is in relation to Dak Prescott. If you blocking somebody, but you're in Dak's lap and Dak can't step up and make a throw, then you ain't blocking good. Tony ass is out the way. Tony ass is out the way. My cousin Tony Pollard is out the and helping the shit out of Terrence, by the way. But Terrence ain't need that much help. Terrence did good yesterday. Tony ass is out the way. So, bro, like, we not finna sit up here. We're not finna sit up here and act like, oh well, Zeke is the missing piece on this offense.
He's not missing one iota. We got to just stop, man. He's not here. He had a good, 6 to 8 year run, whatever it was. Right, we appreciate him, but you have literally one of the best offenses in the National Football League. I don't understand this.
Yeah,
don't get it.
Hey man, look, shouts out to Zeke. One day when Zeke's 77 years old, one day Jerry Jones will put him in the Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying? When it's way too late. You know what I mean? But dog, Tony's fine. Tony's been more than fine. Tony's been good here. Tony's been good here. He's just been playing within this offense. But moving on, Sky, if your offensive line keep doing what it's doing, boy, you might as well bring that Deuce Vaughn package back to see what that look like. Let me ask you this, Sky. Since your offensive line's finally gelling a little bit, experiment ain't the word, right? But do we attempt to get the Deuce stuff going? Because whenever we saw Deuce on the field, it wasn't always blocked up good, and he got killed for it, right? Your offensive line seems to be clicking out, and I'm gonna talk more about it. But is now a good time to get one of your I guess playmakers back on the field now, young Deuce? Nah,
I think they found a groove. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he'll probably need it next year. I think this running back room is gonna look different.
Yeah.
So. Nah, I mean, you get to the end of the year if everything's locked up.
Washington, yeah.
Maybe you throw them up in there or something like that. But I still do think you need to continue to find your groove. The experimentation period's over.
Sure,
that's it. You had your shot. Now Seattle, Philly, Buffalo, Miami. There's no playing around. You need to go into these games like knowing who you are, and I think they figured that out.
Yeah, Scott, I always say don't be numb to greatness, We can't be numb to greatness. I know we just roll out the bed and we just be saying, damn, boy, old fella went crazy, man. But sometimes it's easy to get numb to it, Yeah. It's like breathing. It's like having 10 fingers and 10 toes. It's like being able to see. Sometimes you just have something automatically. You just get numb to it. But bro, I'm gonna talk about DaRon Bland last because he needs his own 5 minutes or whatever. But Tyler Smith is incredible. Tyler Smith is incredible, Scott.
Did he wrestle? I'm just curious. I don't.
That motherfucker wrestle every day. He wrestle every week. Every Sunday he go out there and wrestle. Hell yeah, he wrestle.
I know you've seen that. You've seen all the reps, but the rep where sometimes Tyler, his hands get a little wild. His hands got low.
Payne's hands got behind him. Tyler's right foot was in the air for 2 steps. Tyler ass went on one foot.
Tyler. God, he's fun to watch, man.
Oh, Scott. There was a debate about Tyler left tackle, Tyler left guard. I'm not being told so guy right now because he can still be an amazing tackle in the future. I don't know.
Keep his ass at guard, bro.
But Scott, there's something to. I'm gonna go ahead and say this not even bold proclamation. I'll just say this. There's not a defensive tackle in this league.
Come on.
That I think Tyler Smith can't block.
I agree.
Scott, there's not a defensive tackle in this league that I think Tyler Smith can't block. If you see how Dak has been operating, Dak can step up. He can move. If Terrence is in a little trouble, he can navigate around him. Tyron's been fine. But let me just look at my schedule. Whether it be Derek Brown didn't really move around, but all the Carolina kids, Dexter Lawrence then lined up over him. We went salsa dancing with Aaron Donald. Y'all know how the Washington football wizard guys go. We've run into Leonard Williams before. We about to see him again.
Philly.
The Philly characters. Sky.
He's won. If you were to do like win-loss in regards to him individually, I think he's won all those battles.
All of them.
Sky. Maybe not 100% play for play, but
he got an A+. He like yes. 92% at least.
Right.
Like Tyler's not wrecking games at all. At least Zach Martin, when we go to the Panthers game, at least you go, all right, man, Derek Brown got some reps on Zach. Tyler ain't really been fighting for his life like that. He may lose one to a stud, but for the most part, he got these dudes in check. He got these dudes in check. Skywalker Steele. We're gonna run into the Eagles dudes again. We're gonna run into Ed Oliver, Christian Watson, Wilkins.
Yeah,
Christian Watson
Wilkins is pretty good.
Wilkins with Miami. McNeil's gonna be with the Lions, bro. I'm not gonna walk into those games with no kind of fluttering.
He would have. He's already had so many big time fights. No knock on McNeil's playing fantastic ball this year. Oliver's really good, one of the best. Wilkins is one of the more underrated defensive tackles in the league. Sure. So but Aaron Donald, Jalen Carter, Derrick Brown, Dexter Lawrence, he's done this.
You've seen him. You've seen him. Tyler Smith, Jonathan Ledbetter. Thank you, thank you, man. Here, dog. I have zero fear of these people, and this is where it gets scary, Scott. At least if they line up on Kratos, on Zach Martin, that's still Zach Martin over there. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't move him. You can't move away from.
I'm gonna get away from Tyler to go to Zach. I mean, you might get Zach here and there, but you ain't getting him all game.
You ain't getting him all game. You can try to do, damage to like Biotish or whatever, but even with Biotish had a good game. But most of them blocks, though, Sky, Zach is coming to be help guy.
There you go.
Or Tyler's coming to be help guy. I'm fine with that. So that's really 3 offensive linemen I ain't got no worries about, unless you line up at 0 and you find a way to isolate them. But then that's when Dak goes to work. So whatever. But let me just talk about Tyron Smith, Sky. I may be getting ahead of myself, Sky. I might be getting ahead of myself. I don't know.
We blew him out, man. Let's have some fun.
Nah. This is way ahead of myself. This is way ahead. You know how we was like, all right, man, we need to be looking for tackles in the draft, man. This Tyron Smith shit ain't working. Now, Scott, we should probably still look for young talent.
Man, then we gotta be responsible. Yeah.
We gotta be responsible. We gotta cover our ass, like they say, Scott. But if Tyron don't practice, I don't even want to see him in training camp. If Tyron if he ain't gotta do shit. He ain't gotta mini camp. If he don't practice, if that's the key to keeping him healthy, Tyron got 3 more years, Sky. He's playing elite football, Sky.
He is. I haven't seen him play this good since like 16, bro.
And Sky, I know some rapscallion I Am Legend monster gonna be like, well, but Voch, Chase Young got traded. Hassan Reddick didn't. He didn't.
Josh Sweat was getting them boys up.
Every Eagle that whooped Terrence Steele that day didn't do shit to Tyron, dog. Don't play with me. Sky. Kayvon Thibodeau? Don't he got like double-digit sacks this year or something?
Yeah, they got like 11, man.
Not on 77.
Every time I watch the film, I just think about what you said. You better have some traits. And those boys in Washington ain't had those traits, and it was just like, man, you ain't even got to worry about that left side.
No, you got to have some attributes or something, cuz. Man, Tyron,
you got to be a specialist.
If you look at him, Scott, it looked like he having fun out there, right? Like he'll kick, pop, pop, pop. It looked like he's just fucking with him, you know what I mean? But he is. Like if you look at Tyler Smith, you can see Tyler's trying to explode you every single play. Tyron is going
facts.
I'm baiting, pop, you know what I'm saying? Or pop, you know what I'm saying? His what's it called? It's not a shrug, a pull, but he'll
that snatch technique he used.
Snatch, thank you, snatch. Yeah. He'll fake low, come high, damn, pull on the shoulder.
Best in the business at doing that, by the way.
Fake, come back, replace to the hip, boom. He'll run. Look, if you want to beat him to the outside, we'll both run together. If you want to try to go inside, he got the strongest grip strength on his inside hand. Bro, we was in Patreon, Sky. You was there with me. And we played a good game of how many different blocking techniques did Tyron Smith use to beat the shit out of this kid. We got up to like 23. We got up to 23 combinations, Sky. Whether it be high left, low right, boom, fake, replay, dog, and he was kung fu. He was kung fuing out there, Sky. And I'm looking at Tyron Smith. It ain't like he looked. Sky, please don't tell me I'm bugging. Chat, please don't tell me I'm bugging. Zach Martin look older than Tyron.
More hurt, which is crazy. Because Zach missed one game and Tyron missed 3.
Zach look more hurt than Tyron.
And he looked more, yeah.
Tyron look. Hey, look, if Tyron came out and said I'm in the best shape of my life, hey, that's fact.
No, just don't say that. Just don't say those words. Just
because every time you say that, something blow up, something explode. Sky.
It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do because they restructured his contract. He's on 1 year, but he's playing out of his mind. But you found a way to keep him apparently healthy, right?
Yeah.
And that's not practicing him. But that is so like, what do you do? If
he finished the season, he got 3 more years. He'll just never practice again. Look, Tyron don't know none of the plays. It don't matter. It don't matter. Just let him. Just go get a massage or something. But just be careful getting off the table. But just
they came into the season playing that card, right? Like, we're just going to risk it. No risky, no biscuit. We don't need a tackle. And it bit him at the beginning. You think they just say, we'll do it again, risk it, no biscuit. Don't we need a tackle? We'll draft one in the 5th round and we'll figure it out if he gets hurt.
Man, Sky, you ever seen the meme with the black dude in the glasses? He on the phone like this.
Yeah.
That's Chuma Doga.
Bring Chuma back.
Look, somebody, hey, yo, Chuma, man, Tyron Smith here, man. You're going to have a chance to play, man. You just got to wait till you get hurt. Chuma sitting around like, hey, man, I've been on a damn PAT team for 3 weeks. What are we going to do?
So run back to Tyron Chuma duo. I mean,
Tyron Chuma, what?
The duo of Tyron Smith and Chuma Doga being the backup.
Sure. Run it back. Because we at least trust Chuma to be swing and guard guy. Sure.
This is off-season talk, but and it's just very early. But I think I still draft a tackle with a premium pick.
You have to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
Yeah.
Even on the 78 side, you know what I mean? You just have to cover your ass, you know what I mean? But dog, man, Tyron playing some of the best football in his life, and your left side is
all pro left
elite.
side.
Yes, sir. You have an all pro left side, 100%, Mr. Wolf. I love it. Your right side, whatever, cool. Just we Cowboys got one of the best offensive lines in football, right? Like
that's always been the case. If healthy, it's one of the best offensive lines in football. It was never about them on the field. It's about them having the ability to stay on the field.
All right, man.
Also, shouts out to Blasco and Solari for getting these guys, right. Once they started to play together, you start to see them. Because I think you see Tyron and Tyler more in sync. Terrence and Zach are getting it together. And I think you're starting to see the interior help out each other a lot better than they were early on in the season. So,
yeah.
And in Blasco, I think needs some credit for the way the run game is kind of finding its comfort zone.
Yeah. Continuity, Sky. I normally shit on continuity, but that's in context of you should get better dudes first. Better dudes plus continuity.
No, you got the better dudes. Now you just gotta get them to play together.
Gotta get them to play together. There you go. Dak hadn't been sacked in 2 games. Half of that is him navigating and moving around, but a lot of that is just your offensive line is zooming, player. And Scott, we climbing to the second level and our angles getting good and we sealing linebacker and that Washington Football Wizards defense, they not the Giants defense or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You still got to show up and do your work against them, but good little day. Plus, I can also say this offensive line, they help themselves by being better at blocking outside. Because if you can block outside runs, then you keep these D linemen honest on your inside runs. If these D linemen don't have a threat that you can run outside, then they'll beat your ass to the inside. And if Tony keeps running a B gap and A gap, that's where you'll get beat. But if there's a threat of somebody running outside plays and being good at it, that'll make inside plays much, much easier. So expect Tony Pollard to have even more breakout with his 15 carries and Dak's 40 pass attempts. But you know how it goes. So I just want to talk about a couple dudes on defense before we move on to Bland's greatness that we shouldn't be numb to. Oso Digizua, Sky. Did you see him? Did you watch?
Yeah.
Pro Bowl Oso, man.
That was the first tape I actually watched because I was a little bit annoyed with some parts of the game.
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out like what the hell happened during these parts of the game. But
Sure.
bro, I mean, if it wasn't for him, there was some opportunities on that back end. I mean, this dude he may not have the 10 sacks or whatever, but
Sure.
I don't know there's many defensive tackles, 3 techs that are pressuring quarterbacks like this.
Yeah. And think about Osa, he's a combination of both, you know? Like if you're a powerful dude, but your feet bad, then he beats you with all the quickness and upfield presence, right? But if you're an athletic guard, but you may not be powerful, then Osa just run flat through you.
Right down the middle, you get shots.
Right down the middle of you. So. And Jonathan Hankins.
Big Hank. That's my guy, man.
Hank had 2 sacks. He dropped back in coverage twice.
Yeah. DQ,
took away the hook and curl.
DQ wilding.
DQ going crazy. No, one time I saw Micah Parsons line up at 1 and Hankins was at 0, and they just talking about a weird visual.
Yeah.
But DQ, you just throwing looks. I think the interesting thing, and if y'all want the full length conversation that I had with my Patreon group, go to patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. What makes it interesting with Micah being on the D line on the interior with his hands in the dirt is we always talk about do you consider him a linebacker or a down lineman, right? From an offensive line communication, what do we do with this standpoint? No matter what Mike is doing, you always have to consider him a down lineman type of guy because we have to be responsible for him. If Micah lines up at linebacker, you can't simply go, okay, well, you're at this linebacker spot. The running back will block you. You can't do that. You can't let Micah run free and let the linebacker and let the running back block him, right? So we do move Micah around a bunch. Micah does line up over the center, hands in the dirt or standing up. They run a bunch of derivatives of this 3-3 stack, or they run nickel, or they run dime, mostly dime. It just depends on personnel and what you call these guys. But the first big issue is what do you declare these dudes? And once you figure out who they are, you got to figure out who blocking who. And once you figure that out, you got to figure out how to block them. They put a lot of stress on these offensive linemen, Scott. When we're in the Patreon, appreciate his brother L for throwing that link down there. When we're in the Patreon, we sit back and we just talk as a family, right? While we're watching film, we go, what would you call this formation? And we look at it from the offensive side. If you're the Washington Football Wizards center, what would you call this? How would you identify this? And versus a normal team with a normal linebacker, you'll go, okay, well, we wouldn't block this linebacker because we busy dealing with these dudes. But Dan Quinn will put you in such a situation, he'll go, all right, I'm going to give you that look, but I dare you to not block Micah. I dare you to treat him like a regular linebacker. And it stresses these dudes out. And what ends up happening is also run free because of confusion or because of we still got to find a way to put more than one guy on Micah. Or D-Log gets to get a one-on-one versus some tight end. Or Dante gets to run free. The right tackle, many times this game just let somebody run past him because the slide was going the opposite way. And normally you'll let like a linebacker run free, but you don't let a gangster run free. Like Dante explosive ass run free. Bro, it is such a stressful ordeal dealing with Dan and his, front seven or whatever. And I can only imagine that this front seven gets even better if you add a Darius Shaq Leonard to it. Scott, what you got on that?
No, I kind of laugh a little bit sometimes at the madness that Dan does up front,
Sure.
but that's exactly why he does it.
That's why
because it stresses out your responsibilities, the principles that you have as an offensive lineman, as you just so eloquently put it. When you see Micah just standing over top of his center, or when you see Hankins dropping back, or when you see everybody standing up or what have you, simulated pressures work too. We don't do it as much because we're one of the best stunt teams in the league. And like, again, that nugget that we got weeks ago where they actually determine when they're going to stunt themselves on the field sometimes. So it kind of matters. I just want us to clean that up sometimes because we'll get that inside, and next thing you know, Howe or whomever is running around outside. But confusing them up front, using more. And we used to use LVE, right, as that guy on the outside and put Mike in the middle. I think Clark makes a bigger difference. He's had more pressures technically than LVE did when doing it. And if you bring in a guy like Shaq blitz a whole lot. throughout his career. He was a guy who's had 7 sacks before as a linebacker. So, you bring him in here, now you can do even more crazy things up there. But there's going to come a point in time, though, where just being structurally sound matters more than being the word cute, right? Like, you don't need to do all of that because you don't want to get caught.
Yeah. Great point, Sky. Great point. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, by the way. All right, let's do it. Sky. Also, too, y'all go ahead and get your last calls in. We're gonna go to the phone after this talking point here. Man, Sky, we were just walking around. Shouts out to Larrell, he just signed up for the Patreon and all that. Shouts out to you, bro. We was just watching the game, bro. We just watching the game, and the game's going. The game's going. Sam Howell, the reason why they so big in yards is because they get a lot of attempts up. So me and my uncle, shouts out to my Uncle June, we watching the game. And the whole time I'm like, hey man, they're gonna throw us one, And Sam was getting in his little groove or whatever. They was running a little ball or whatever, but that's just the hole that this team puts you in, right? Like once the Cowboys get up on you and they make you throw,
can't throw, man.
It gets a little weird on you. And then Sam starts to throwing it around, and it's almost like clockwork, Sky. You see Marquise Bell with a pass deflection. You see Dono with a pass deflection. I believe Wanye got one too, like later on, whatever. But man, my living room exploded, Sky. Because we was waiting on it the whole game.
Yeah.
They was talking about it. They was letting us know. We just knew.
Wasn't it like 2 different explosions? It was the pick, and then it was like, oh shit, is he gonna score or not? And then
yes. So look, when he caught the pick, I was just sitting down, like, okay, let's go, Bland. But when he started running and he turned into Bijan Robinson, now hold on, Sky. Now, Sky, when he turned into Bijan Robinson, I got up and started jumping around. That was the explosion.
Right. That second one was the one.
Yeah. And this dude just didn't want to be denied, Sky. He didn't want to be denied. I think he knew what was that. And look, he got 10 tackles this game. They was going at him. It is what it is. But just like we were saying with Trey, right? They can hit you with this whole how many yards you gave up nonsense. But if I'm putting 6 points on the board, that turns the tide of the football game, Sky. We always talk about these big momentum swings when Cowboys play. We always talk about these big swings, whether it be a punt block from Dorrance or from Billy D or something like that, or like a timely pick or a pick 6 or whatever. Our offense already be grooving, but that's when it turns into a blowout. When Bland puts 6 points on the board. And he's done that shit 5 times this year, Sky.
5 times, man.
Most dudes don't get 5 in their life. You know how much they throw at Eli Apple, Sky? You know how many quarterbacks got attempts on him? He don't turn them into pick 6s like that. DaRon Bland not even a dude that you would categorize as get picked on for real. And he not only gets picked, Sky, but he turns them into 6. That is special. That's why I turned down the music. Let me take my glasses off. I'm not going to take my glasses off. We cannot be so numb as to, oh, snap, DaRon Bland got 5 pick 6s. Oh, that's cool. Sky, we can't be so numb to that, bro. We can't be so numb to that. I don't know if I was talking to you or if I was talking to my uncle. It had to have been my uncle because I ain't talked to you in a long time. But once upon a time, the Cowboys couldn't find a corner. That
can get picks.
Couldn't find a corner. Sky?
No, seriously, though. I mean, go look at how many interceptions we had for like a decade at that position. I would say decade. But maybe under the Rod Marinelli administration. And then look at how many since Al Harris got here and Joe Witt and DQ and them boys.
And now we have a smattering, a damn charcuterie board full of corners and corners and cheese. It's just, and even Trey Diggs, on his campaign of 11 interceptions, which was special. Vince McMahon meme, it was special. Trey didn't get 6 to the house. You know what I'm saying? And Trey Diggs is special. Scott, I just don't want my audience, because we play around and have a lot of fun here.
The conference has been locked.
Try to warn y'all. We play around and have a lot of fun here, Scott. But DaRon, and I already know he's not gonna get the defensive player of the year nod. I already know he's not. Unfortunately, Scott, I already know he's
in the runnings. I'm gonna tell you how. But go ahead.
But what he's doing, just the fact that these other cats can get this many sacks every single year.
That's one of the main reasons why he shouldn't be far off. He's done something that, unless somebody breaks a sack record again,
sure,
fumble record or whatever, he has a record that is hard to get, and he's not done. Yeah. It's very possible, bro. If
8 more games,
yeah, there's a lot of games left.
Josh Allen and Geno Smith, goddamn,
he got 7 interceptions, right? So say he finishes the season with like 11, and 7 of them are touchdowns. How do you deny that? And the Cowboys are, 13-4, 14-3, whatever. Right? How do you deny that?
Wow.
And then the leading sack artist has 18 sacks.
Yeah. That happens
We've seen that. Yeah, we've seen that. How many times have you seen somebody get 7, 8 touchdowns off pick sixes? How many times have you seen somebody get 11 picks? First of all, that only happened, once over the last 40 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trayvon Diggs.
Yeah.
I think he still got a shot, bro. And you got quarterbacks. Josh Allen gonna give it to you. Jalen gonna give it to you. Geno might give you a few. Goff will give you a few. How again?
Hey, man.
Tua known to give it to you.
Breaking a record in 12 weeks is madness.
Yeah.
Madness, Scott. Look, dog, I ain't want to be too long-winded on this, bro, but there's no way we could just pretend like this is just some regular shit. And he's a 5th round pick. And we got him in the left guard in the same draft, dog. Like, y'all can be mad at this Kelvin Joe shit all you want to, dog. We got DaRon Bland, bro, man. It's special what he's doing, Scott. And I get sad every time I think about it, man, because if 7 was here. Next year, Scott. Next year.
It's gonna be fun, man.
It's gonna be fun, man. Let's get into the phones, bro.
You think you slick. I was just reading that. Hold on real quick. Charles Woodson hold the record with 12 pick sixes in a career. My man got 6 of them. Jeez.
I got
all right, here we go.
He already had it on there. I just wanted to see it.
Here we go. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. Boy, Scott, I will say this, though. If Kelvin Joseph had, if he panned out to be any kind of what we thought he was going to be. But fuck him, no. He gone. Steve, what up?
He got signed by the Seahawks, but he don't know the playbook.
Yeah, Kelvin Joseph don't know the plays, man. You already know. What's up, Steve?
Hey, I just wanted to say, first of all, did you guys hear about Warren Sapp saying that Tyler Smith is the worst?
Warren Sapp don't watch no damn film, dog.
Warren Sapp is still out here talking about football?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't watch no
film. I thought that
film.
was just hilarious that he would come out and say that.
Yeah, it is.
And also just love your guys' show. I just wanted to say you guys do an awesome job, and you guys are going to kill me at the gym. Nice. You guys are a riot.
Nah, you good. Hey, man, let me ask you a question, though. Steve, have you ever heard of Candy by Cameo?
Yes.
Really? Okay, well, shit, my fault.
Yeah.
All right, well, cool. I
got your ass.
I like about every kind of music except country.
Okay, so how about this? Let me just go a little more obscure. Not even obscure. But have you heard of Tender Love by Force MDs? I know you heard that one.
No, sir.
Okay, there we go. All right. How dare you not heard of Force MDs? How dare you not heard of Force? Come on. I appreciate Steve. Good call, man.
All right. Yeah.
Silly, man.
Hey, man, Cameo did kind of go into that rock category a little bit, so that wasn't a good one, but
no, because it's a classic song. Like it's not a cult classic either. It's
before some days.
Yeah, you gotta be outside, I guess. Yeah,
gotta be outside a little bit. Know about Force MD. I sent Will Steele like a 7-hour R&B playlist just of old classic 90s, 80s R&B shit, dog. So that
was like 3 years ago.
It's about 3 years.
I was still in PA.
You still in? Fair enough. You were still in PA. Hey, and you probably still ain't hit every song on there, man.
No,
we about to go a little crazy on this. Let's get Matt from Waco on the phone. What's up, Matt?
What's up, guys? How are you today?
Oh, I'm definitely about to ask you some shit. What's good with you, Matt? What you got for us today?
Well, first off, I don't know any 80s or 90s R&B, man, so I'm just going to say I don't know what it is, and you can roast me for that.
Oh, no, I'm going to ask you.
We'll get to that, I suppose.
Yeah, of course. We'll get to it.
He said, look, dog, don't even waste your time.
Hey, dog, don't even find this out. It's cool, dog.
I don't know who R. Kelly is. I don't know.
I got you. But go ahead, though. What you got for me?
Okay, so who would y'all rather see wearing the star again? Kellen Moore or Dolly Parton?
Dolly. Dolly ass can go out there and sing every single week, boy. Jolene, she can sing them same 3 every week, dog. I don't care about nothing. Dog, look, Dolly can go out there and sing Force MDs, dog. She can sing Tender Love right now. I wouldn't care about
Dolly sample Tender Love. God
damn. Oh, the tender love you give it to me. That means Bone Thugs and Harmony getting a check from Dolly Parton. I'll be damn.
Talk to him.
Go ahead, though, man. My fault.
Do we think Dolly can call an offense? Because maybe the Chargers need her.
Hey, man, listen, bro. I got you, Scott. I've had my fights, man. I've had my fights with these guys online, man. I'm not gonna be fighting no more, man. Shouts out to them boys. I don't have nothing else to say about Kellen and his. Hey, look, Kellen finally got a real quarterback, y'all. So shouts out to him.
Yeah, it's been a special watching 4 go at it this year. It's he's almost up to a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. He's dealing, and I love watching my team right now.
Yeah. Hey, man, but look though, that's what we've been trying to tell people, bro. That's what we've been trying to enjoy this damn team. Y'all can sit up here and y'all can play the but what if this? What if that game all you want to, bro? Like, man, if you don't enjoy your damn squad, like, stop playing. So, like, if you literally be pessimistic Cowboy fan your whole life, then this thing is gonna pass you by. It's gonna pass you by, and you're gonna miss it, and you're not gonna enjoy it. I was here for every step of the way of this thing, so it is what it is.
Mike is going to have these guys winning 12 plus games 3 years in a row, and people are going to be ready to run him out of the building. I can't believe it.
Why is that?
Why can't I believe it?
No, why are they going to run him out? Just out of curiosity.
Well, unless he does something crazy in the playoffs, everybody's going to be ready to push him out. Those are the narratives that go on. Who's going to be the next Cowboys coach after Mike McCarthy blows whatever happens?
I ain't trying to hit none of that mess, dog. Like whoever say that, they are not real people. It is what it is. But let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of Brandy by the OJs?
No, sir.
How dare you not listen to OJ? The OJ's got more than 3 songs. I know your ass. No, hell no. I be damn. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. All right, dog.
See y'all.
I've named 2 groups that got more than 3 songs, and y'all don't know none of them. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I got you, Sky. Let me scroll down.
No, you're good. I got it.
I got another one for you too.
Okay.
Let's see. Daryl, D. Shiv, L.A. I'm just passing by the black guys. Let's see about Ryan. Let's see what Ryan talking about. What's up, Ryan?
How's it going?
Oh, I know you don't know. I know you don't know, right? What you got for the show, right,
partner?
Hey, I may not. My aunt does. That's all I'll say.
Ryan, let me ask you something. You ever heard of Caravan of Love by Jasper Isley Jasper?
No.
I mean, Isley Jasper Isley. You ever heard of that?
Nope.
You bugging, sir. Jasper Isley Jasper got 1,000 hits. The hell wrong with y'all? 2 Americas. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, I'm an 03 kid.
I am too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I bet. Go ahead. Jeez Louise.
One, the pick six.
Willie.
I'm about to blow this chat box to smithereens if y'all don't come in. It's my fault. Go ahead.
The pick six by DaRon Bland. As soon as I saw him pick it, I jumped out of my seat.
Yeah, man.
Like, I immediately was like, get to the house now because I want to see something special.
Yeah.
26 has been insane this year. His ball skills and his ability to run with the football is just insane.
I tell you what, though, Ryan, when he first caught the pick six or when he first caught the interception, I was like, all right, cool. But it wasn't a clean route to the end zone. So I got a little nervous. But boy, Bijan Bland, DaRon Robinson, boy, he got it done. He got it done. He put a move on Sam and he squazzed between the other two. He squazzed between them. Psh, come on, man.
Hey, one of them is Diggs' son, by the way. Don't forget Terry McLaurin. He juked him out.
Yeah, fair enough.
And another thing too.
Yeah.
Is it funny that we're dropping 30 plus points at home, and now number 3 is getting involved and going?
Okay, Brandon Cooks.
You get 88 rolling, and now 3's starting to go.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, thing about Brandon Cooks is like he's all like big plays. Like he's like he'll have those he'll do some route running. He'll do some quarterback friendly things coming back to the football. But I love Brandon Cooks when he's just being faster than everybody because that's the obvious shit. Like let him just go out there and be faster than people, and he killed him.
That little post route for the touchdown, that Dak, a beautiful ball too.
Yeah, for sure.
Four's on a mission.
4 going crazy.
4, and then one more thing.
Please.
I'm so happy we have Tyler Smith.
Of course.
That dude, he's a me and my dad have been screaming this for a while now. We wanted a mauler on our interior offensive line. We haven't had that guy that just will put hands on you and throw you to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Larry Allen.
Yeah.
Like S-type player. And I'm not saying Tyler's obviously Larry Allen's a class of his own.
Mm-hmm.
But Tyler Smith has the right to wear 73 because he puts people on the ground.
Sure. Fair enough. Hey, Ryan, have you ever heard of Cubit by 112?
That my aunt has played in her car, so yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, I apologize. I bet your ass ain't never heard of Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci.
No, but I think that's on my aunt's playlist.
Well, I know your aunt ain't got.
Okay, your aunt dementia cook out there. It's all right, cool.
If she got that, did she got Rock Steady by the Whispers?
I'm not sure.
Stumped her.
Hey, yo, Scott, she never did this. She never did this.
Get into it.
She never did this. All right, Ryan, appreciate you, man. Good call.
Them boys was performing in work suits.
Hey, man, that boy had that big ass mustache. That boy shit like this microphone.
He was 23 years old with a mustache. Hey, right.
Yo.
One mic. Shoot it.
Oh boy. But I love what he's saying though. This offense was cool already, but then there's emergence of your best guys. Like Tyler Smith is going crazy. Brandon Cooks is going crazy right now. So it is what it is, man. Let's get now Daryl could be black or white. Let's see.
It's white. Yeah, I guess there is. Yeah,
Daryl.
I personally know him.
Yes, sir.
Black Daryls.
Okay, so this black Daryl or white Daryl?
This the black Daryl. Come on now.
Shit, we don't know. Hey, Daryl, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Africa by Toto?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Daryl sound like he heard Africa by Toto.
Boogie Shoes by Casey and the Sunshine Band?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I gotta get some.
You not stumping OG. You an OG? How old are you, Daryl?
How old are you, Daryl?
I am 53.
Oh, you can forget about it.
Have you ever heard of In the End by Linkin Park? Gotta go opposite. How the hell you never heard of Linkin Park? How the hell you never heard of Linkin Park? Linkin Park got more than 3 songs. Lincoln Park Road dropping like it's hot. What you mean?
I heard of Lincoln Park, but
Let me tell you something about NEN. The remix with Ho. What
Yeah,
that remix?
I'm
Come
not
on,
gonna go
man.
that far, but
That's
hey,
the one.
I'm over Kenny Rogers, the gambler, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm that dude.
You gonna get y'all there today.
My wife.
All right,
I play that NEN
Daryl,
at
what you
least
got
once a
for us?
month.
Yeah. What you got for us, Daryl?
Man, my hand still hurt because I jumped up on the ceiling fan when DaRon Bland did that pick six. Man, I hurt my damn fingers. Man, I caught my hand up in the ceiling fan, jumping up to joy. But overall, man, it was a strong performance for them. But I believe if we go 6-0 through this stretch, well, I know we got to take one game at a time.
Yeah,
we will win the division and be number one seed.
Sure. Man, look, it's gonna be tough, man.
I see Philadelphia losing next week. They can get
been saying that shit for.
I see Philly losing every fucking week, but they don't.
They Darius Slade was holding no digs.
Daryl.
In that overtime game.
Daryl. I see Philly losing every single week. And them. Look, Scott, I was driving home and I knew when Gabe Davis and what's the name, Mr. Damn Touchdown. I was like, oh yeah, it's a wrap after this. It's a wrap after this. If you don't put that team away, it's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You gotta put that team away. Yeah.
Buffalo just didn't have it. They didn't have the knack. Their secondary is like really trash. I'm gonna just be honest with you.
Yeah.
They really suspect out there in their secondary because they lost their best corner this year.
Yeah,
Tre'Davious White. Yeah, that's true.
He's like Trayvon Diggs on our end, but we got somebody to step up.
Yeah,
which was Bland.
Sure. Razul ain't been bad though since they got him, but he ain't Trey White for sure. But yeah, I mean, Daryl, I feel you. Good call, by the way. I feel you. Somebody from the phone to act like it was they. Oh shit. Hello? Hey. All right, we back, y'all. We back. All right, let me unmute the phones. All right, they unmuted. Here we go. We good? We good? We straight?
Yeah, we straight.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep on, testing everybody's music today. Trying to see what the two Americans hitting on, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. All right, cool. Let's get back into it. LA, what up?
Man, what it do, fellas? Man, glad to talk to you guys after another win.
What's up with you, LA? Have you ever heard of Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Carnes?
No, not at all.
How the hell you don't know Kim Carnes? Y'all be crazy. God damn, LA, man. Shit. That's why they talk about us like that.
Yeah.
That's why they talk about us like that, LA.
Man, but you gotta like the stuff that you like, man. You gotta be like that. You gotta do the stuff that you do and do it well and stay consistent in that, man. So my musical stylings, I'm actually super churchy, man. So I'm big into commissions and even Kirk.
No way. All right, man. I ain't gonna say
I was in my Kirk Franklin bag this summer.
Oh yeah. What's the LA? Go ahead.
So now, man, I've just been really enjoying watching the progression.
Yes, sir.
Of Dak mastering the system.
Yes, sir.
Same thing I've been saying all year, but every week, again, he's better and better because the other dudes are in their playbooks and they're actually taking the coach in and doing the small details, the better techniques to make sure that Dak can stay up around that 4-to-1 touchdown to pick ratio.
Yeah.
Like when you're not leaving the guy out to dry, he makes great choices with the ball the vast majority of the time.
Yeah.
So just watching him get better and better with that, man.
Sure.
Watching the continuity and the rhythm.
Yeah.
It's allowing us to get to a physical place. God bless you, love.
Hey, appreciate you, LA. Good call.
I just dropped off a pass.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Scott, something else made me mad too? They felt like just because she wrote I Will Always Love You and Whitney Houston sang it and we love Whitney version and we just supposed to know Dolly Parton.
What? sample songs or covered songs. This has been going on forever, where you don't realize, the origin of that song until later. Especially if we ain't come up in the Dolly Parton era. How the hell I'm supposed to know that?
That's what I bet they ain't know that. What's the name of the song? Nothing Compares, right? Sinead O'Connor. I bet they wouldn't know Prince wrote that song. But hey, they don't care. They just know about Dolly Parton and what they like.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Dolly say something along the lines of, though, because I saw somebody post it, I might have wrote it, but it's Whitney's song.
It's Whitney's song. Yeah, because Whitney came in.
It's like when Wayne came over top of anybody's beats in the mid 2000s. It was no longer their song.
Wayne's song now. Plus, at any minute, Dolly Parton can sing "We Will Rock You" and D shit. What up?
Oh man, you ain't like Dolly.
Hey man, don't come here playing with us, man.
Come on,
come on, D shit.
Messed up, dog.
Come on, D shit.
I don't know, man.
What you got for us today?
Dolly does Dallas.
I thought she was doing good, dog. It was just me then, I guess.
It's definitely you, sir.
I'm the only person.
You are the only person. One of you.
Creed was 100 times better than that.
Huh?
I'm probably the only person that likes Andre 3000's new album too, huh?
I ain't listened to it because I don't want to hear him like that.
You can't be like I listen to anything and everything. We can't listen to Andre's new album.
Yeah, I can. I 100% can say that. Yes, I can. Yeah, I can say that. Yes, sir.
I guess, man. But I totally agree with your take on DaRon Bland. And man, ain't it a shame that a dude has to break a record just to get some recognition?
Hey man, that's how it is, man. That's the league. That's the league for you.
Yeah.
Now, if DaRon Bland was like a first round pick or something, this wouldn't be no conversation, dog. If DaRon Bland was a first round pick, this would be easy peasy. But
about 3 pick sixes, but they thought he was playing. Like by number 4, it was like, oh yeah, he's still bullshitting. But yeah, man. But like, man, that just blew my mind. I was actually preoccupied because I was like, 38-10. I was off doing other things. So when it happened, like I didn't even get to witness history, man, in live. But man, I just feel good about where the Cowboys are at from the stretch that we have going. I really, man, Philly's making it tough to get that number 1 seed.
Sure. I
mean, that's really the biggest thing. If you can. Honestly, if we can win this division, you can kind of get that seed, shit to bed, like every which way from missing field goals, getting field goals blocked. Another bad week of reffing, I think, on Philly side. So something has to be kind of looked into or said into that. But overall, man, yeah, man, y'all got to go listen to Dolly, bro.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get somebody this shift, man. Good call, man.
You snuck that one in there.
We ain't here talking about Seattle and the Washington Football Wizards. You snuck Dolly and Philly in here.
Snuck Dolly up in that mug, didn't he?
Not gonna be able to do it, player.
Yeah, I don't know about going to go listen to Dolly. I mean, they saying she wrote "Freak Me." I had to go find the origins. I gotta go find that one.
She better not write.
Still getting copyrighted immediately.
Oh shit, still gotta pay that bread, boy. Oh shit, that's funny, Scott. Reek, what up, man?
What's going on, Voch? What's going on, Sky? What's going on, Cowboy Nation?
Everything cool, bro, man. Go ahead. What you got for us today? She wrote Freak.
I'm gonna say this. We had a great win on Thanksgiving.
She was in Boys to Men.
I like that a lot.
It's called gals to women.
My thing is with this whole Philly talk. I've noticed even when we played them, we was up on them going into the half, and I noticed with Philadelphia is they come out stronger in that second half, that third quarter.
Yeah,
is
man.
really where they win a lot of their games at. You know what I mean? That's when they start coming back on teams and pushing the envelope. And I'm like, if you going into halftime winning, you need to come back out the third quarter and put points on that board against them.
It's almost like Philly have a plan, and once you whoop that plan, they just go back to running the football and they just beat the shit.
Facts. It does seem that way.
I'm like, dog, that's madness, bro. That's how the past few games have been.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it like this, man. We can't let the referees, especially when we play them again, we can't let the referees decide the game. We can't look for the calls, anything like that. I'm like, if we're up, we need to put at least 2 more touchdowns or be up by 11 points. Going into the fourth quarter
you have to play until triple zeros, bro. That just is what it is. You can't just get ahead. I don't never want Dak to put his hat on the sideline against them dudes. You gotta keep playing till it's over with. I said it earlier, and you know what I'm saying, Will was messing with me talking, man, you know that's something that you say about a bad team, saying that they feisty, that they keep fighting, that they tough, they gritty, that's what you say about bad teams, but these dudes literally do not quit. You can't just put them away. You have to finish these dudes. Yeah. But I think that's a valuable lesson for our Cowboys. If anything, the Cowboys see that is on film, and it happened in their game also. You know that so you have to play with the idea that some voodoo shit might happen. So I hope the Cowboys understand. Okay, please, I'll let you.
No, what I was going to say, not to cut you off, but what I was going to say too is that I feel that way against San Francisco too. When it comes to us, we got to play to the end. You know what I mean? We got to, you know what I mean? Like all this, we got to try to run away with a win at the end of the game. If we got to do it, let's just execute it the best way we can, and let's do it. Because I think that's where where our hiccups come at. Because we be having a chance to beat these teams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have a chance to beat them, but it's just that little last push. Something happened, like you said, the voodoo stuff. Something crazy happened to us. We get a penalty. Somebody get a sack on Dak. You know, he can't find the open person, because I really believe the only time I seen Philadelphia scared of losing the game was against us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They looked scared on the sideline. They looked frightened, and I'm gonna be honest. And I really believe this. I'm focused on Seattle, but at the same time, I'm peeping at that San Francisco game, because I feel like that's the measuring stick of if Philly goes ahead and puts it on, damn near put it on San Francisco, that's gonna make us. I think they should make us looking like, damn, we had Philly on the ropes.
Yeah.
I think we could beat both these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Especially when it's playoff time, crunch time. I just want to get in. That's my whole thing. I just want to get into the playoffs and then worry about the rest of it from there.
Yeah.
You know, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But I just want to get in and focus on that.
Yeah.
That's about it with me, though.
Appreciate you, Reed. Good call, man. And for the other 2 people that was on the line, call back tomorrow. It was Real Bishop Kang and Laurel. We run out of time. We got a hard out today. We apologize, but y'all tap back in with us tomorrow, and we'll get you in, and we'll let you talk. Go ahead, Scott.
Hey, real quick on that, I brought this up this morning. This is why I don't get people complaining about the Cowboys stomping these teams into the ground. Because if you let up at any moment, some team can get a spark, right? And get a touchdown, that turns into 2, and that turns into a field goal, a stop, a pick, a fumble, and next thing you know, it's a ball game in the last 6 minutes of the game or something like that. You do not let up at all. That's why the Eagles have been in fights week in and week out, because they can't put these teams away. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it might harden them and make them better when it comes to close games. But I love that Mike is not letting their foot off the gas.
I love that, Sky. Love it. Once again, Laurel and Real Bishop Kang, I had to get you up out of here because we got a hard out today. But call back tomorrow. We'll let you fly. Supers.
Hey, lost in translation is hilarious, man.
What do you say? Let me see.
He said, so you were talking about H-Town, right?
Uh-huh.
Out the knocking the boots, and basically saying that Dolly can get some bread for somebody knocking cowboy boots.
We did the remix. We did
the remix. I didn't know Dolly was like that, bro.
Dolly, hey man.
Hey, shit.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. I ain't gonna say nothing about somebody's grandma.
Somebody's grandma was up on that stage in a cap.
Scott, I would love to hear. That is facts though, Scott, and that's another conversation we're gonna have one day. But I would love to hear the country and western rendition of like R&B classics. I gotta hear him.
What's his boy's name? Post Malone. He went up and did something at the Country Music Awards or something like that. I could see him doing something like that.
Okay, I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear Post Malone. All right, well, let's get into these supers. We can get up out of here.
Post actually talented, man.
I bet he is, Scott.
He look like he stank, but he talented.
I ain't finna find out. Voch, you listen to everything. How you say you don't listen to Post Malone? Well, I like this. I ain't listen to Post Malone. Vance Williams dropped 5 and says,
Appreciate you, Vance. Can't wait for 30 years from now when Jerry's kids are getting horny for a 60-year-old Meg Thee Stallion. At Thanksgiving. Okay, I got. Hey, dog, can you imagine John Stevens?
Hold up.
Run the team now.
That's a fantastic segue, real quick. I'm just trying to think something real quick. So you know how we get all these legends that come back when they're like 50 and 60 and still perform?
Mm-hmm.
What is Megan Thee Stallion and them going to do? And the City
Girls
Girls
ain't gonna make it.
And the City Girls and Gloria and Big Red and all them.
This Sexy Red guy.
Whatever. Whatever on them.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? What they going to do?
Well, Scott, I think this is the difference. Dolly Parton is a legend with 3 songs. I don't think Sexy Red and them gonna be relevant over time.
I agree, but the point is this, and boy, this could be for Twitch because I got some words about this genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
But this little sector or whatever, it's not just them. It's a couple more Glorias and Big Reds running around here. You know what I'm saying? So,
what I think will happen, though, Scott, instead of having a 70-year-old Sexy Red, they'll just have a 90-year-old Trina. They just gonna keep going back to the classics. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't. What's gonna happen? You know, they're gonna be calling Beyonce when she 85.
Beyonce ain't gonna be doing shit around this time.
And I listen to her ass too.
If
you can run Dolly out there at 79,
mm-hmm.
you can run B. Till she about ready to go.
Nays way, shouts out to Nay. She says Megan she's going to be crazy in her 60s. So look, I will say this though.
Megan up there. Anyway, go ahead.
These new girls in great shape. Dolly just got genetics, but these new girls in the gym.
Don't get twisted. She definitely got some BBL type situation going on. Some
of course
liposuction or something.
Sky, can you imagine Meg twerking, but she got to grab something before she got to hold on to something before she starts twerking?
Somebody got, back in the day when I don't know what y'all call it, man. We called them wallies, right? When you up against the wall. But when you ain't have no wall, your mans will hold you up. Yeah, hold you up. That's Megan. She gonna have her girl holding her up.
Why are we doing this today, though?
I don't know.
Why are we doing this today? Dolly Parton really sparked some conversation on here.
She did.
Megan the Cougar, I'd be damned. She's gonna be Meg by then.
Megan the Pony at that point, right? Can't be a stallion at 6. Well, I mean, you know what? The way the surgeries is going now, man.
She gonna have a knee replacement by then?
She probably got one.
But you know what though, Scott?
She can do with her knees is crazy.
I was just about to say, what self-respecting 70-year-old grandma about to get on TV and twerk?
Not no black one. Not no black one.
I was about to say Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton just did it for Thanksgiving. Hey, now my uncle say, what is this, AI? I say,
bro, I mean, I was legitimately confused. I'm like,
yeah,
how would, she... The only word I know, and this ain't because I watch anything, but you hear these things on it, is the word snatched. That's the word that young people is using.
Yeah. Tummy tucks. They they got the mom by joint. Yeah. Dolly Parton had they got there, oh boy. I ain't gonna say nothing else now. All right, we gonna go ahead and move on.
In all seriousness, if you just cut from the neck down, you would have been like, that ain't no goddamn Dolly Parton.
I don't know. I didn't know what Dolly Parton looked like for real. I had no clue. I
knew what she used to look like, right? Because of the whole the reason why we know who Dolly Parton is. Sure. But I was like, I ain't seen no Dolly Parton, and shit, I ain't seen no Dolly Parton.
Even with the allegations of mammaries and cleavage, Voch had no idea who Dolly Parton or what she. If Dolly Parton walked into Walgreens, same with Taylor Swift.
Hey, be careful because I said that about Taylor Swift, and they tore me up on Twitter.
If Taylor Swift walked into, how about this guy? Not even me. If Taylor Swift walked into a Popeyes, all she gonna hear is, "Can I take your order, please?"
This is no disrespect, Taylor Swift. Since I've moved to Texas, if Taylor Swift we was at the fair or something like that, or just walking, she just looked like everybody else.
That's it.
And I'm just mincing my words here. So when I said that, it wasn't no disrespect. I don't Google Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her music. I don't know what she looked like until this whole thing with the bull.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they was coming after me.
What she sing, Sky?
I don't know. Me and my wife do this all the time. She'll be like, "That's a Taylor Swift song." That's a Taylor Swift song.
What's the hottest song?
Well, I be because I didn't.
What's the hottest song out right now, Scott? Sing it.
I can't tell you.
All right, man.
I can tell you about Dua Lipa more than I can tell you about Taylor Swift.
Who?
Dua Lipa.
What the fuck that is? Supers.
She has some bangers.
I bet she do. I know Doja Cat. Who that is? You know what Doja Cat is?
She wildin'.
But I don't know what Doja Cat look like because she always look different every time.
Yeah, she look different.
But I know who Doja Cat is though. So there we go.
Doja Cat, she part of the Big Red crew. What's she gonna do at 60?
I thought Doja Cat was more with the
man, all of them. I think come on,
Joe Sandberg and them crew. I ain't know she was with Meg and Cardi now.
Nah, I don't know if she with them, but she in that she don't fall too far from that.
Okay, with the City Girl crew and
right.
all. I ain't know. Shit, where we left off at? Okay, appreciate you. Shit, boy, where we at? Scott got me distracted.
My bad, man. My bad.
How you good? Manny did it. Dropped the deuce and says, if Leonard signs, can Bell be used as a big nickel? If Leonard signs, then you probably won't see much of Bell till JK's gone.
Really?
Unless JK.
I don't think they take him off the field like that. I think he still plays. No?
If anything, I'll say this. If anything, I think you then rotate Clark and Bell.
That's right.
And if anything, Bell may be better than Clark, and they'll just run Bell out there and not Clark. So somebody got to sit down.
So you're right. Somebody has to sit down, but I think Bell gives you something in coverage.
Sure, I agree.
You know,
I feel you on that. So that's fair. But nah, JK is gonna be big nickel. If anything happened to JK, then they'll probably go one. Yeah. Appreciate you though. Common Sense Lab drop 5 and says Shaq Leonard knows more linebacker than our linebackers coach. One thing Cowboys defense lacks is a true thumper. His attitude will be contagious. Appreciate you, sir. Jay Graham 626 drop 5 and says Ford been great for a while, but his accuracy used to hold him back from the other top quarterbacks. This season it's been great. Is this 1 year or a new era for him? I think Dak been accurate.
Yeah, I think that's such a misunderstanding. You can't be top 5 all time or top 10, whatever it is, in
miss every
percentage and be inaccurate.
Yeah. Dak is very accurate in both sense of the word. Like him hitting dudes in tight windows and him like completing passes.
Yeah, because they'll say ball placement, Sky, ball placement. Well, even then, you can't be top 10 all time.
Right.
Top 5, whatever it is, all time and be an inaccurate quarterback. It's just madness.
If anything, Dak is more confident right now, and Dak is seeing things, and he's working the pockets, and he's efficient. He's way more efficient than he's ever been, and we're things like that. But appreciate you though. Shaq drop 5 and says if the Cowboys beat the Seahawks, it's because they practice different.
It's a Chef recall, I think.
Oh, okay, appreciate you. I ain't heard from Chef. I'll probably never hear from Chef again.
You'll probably never hear
from him. Chef. S Rags drop 5 and says Cowboys focus on what's ahead. Can't worry about the Philadelphia Patriots. Egregious no calls. NFL's new darlings. Hey, gotta go beat them. You gotta go beat them.
Yep.
You have got to play like you've been playing. You got to reduce your penalties. You got to reduce turnovers. You just got to beat them, dude.
I just refuse, bro, to linger on the penalty. I get it. I'll acknowledge it when it's brought up. I understand it. But I'm sorry, as a Cowboy fan, what are we supposed to do here? This is a thing that's been going on for decades, and unfortunately, it's something you gotta play through. Now, when you see it happen to other teams, maybe he's on to something like the new darling or whatever. But what do you want to?
If anything, how your leadership should work is you should walk into these games, go, all right, y'all, we're against Philly today. Let me not hold. Let me be careful about when I'm hitting the quarterback. Let me not get too handsy in coverage because we know what the business is. You know what I'm saying? If that's going to be just don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Man, you just got to play your game, bro. If you start thinking of it like that, that's where mistakes happen. You just got to play your game and you just hope it's not on a big play. Because the Josh Allen, what was it, horse collar? Bro, that was unbelievable.
Crazy.
And then they called, intentional grounding.
Crazy. I would have.
That's just wild to me. But that took off points, man.
Yeah.
Took off points. But anyway.
Yeah, man. Bills left what, like 17 points on the board or something? Crazy. Appreciate you.
S-Rex. I get excited when Dak throws it down the field because I can see his confidence. Hey, Sky, you remember Cooper was like, hey man, I just went over to Dak and told him throw that bitch, and Dak threw it.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of backyarding going on right now.
Really?
I think it's a lot of
I don't
backyard.
know, bro. We have some really damn good concepts, fam.
I think we have incredible concepts that we wasn't running. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, over since the San Fran game. I think we've been putting in some fantastic concepts, and we've been hitting dudes, in stride or within the play. But when it breaks down, Dak has been fantastic doing the backyard stuff. He's been
100%.
one of the best, maybe top 3 right now in the backyard stuff.
100%, Mr. Wolf. Plus, there's got to be a reason why we're going downfield like at a much higher clip now, much higher. Like we throwing that bitch downfield. I would love to do that first drive versus the Eagles. Because we know who Bradbury is, we know who Slay is. Just
bro, I'm running some type of sail route, some type of something over there, and you just gonna have to try to pick it off 40 yards downfield.
Turpin need to be on the field the first play. Let's go do it. Let's
back them up.
Let them know what they in for all day, and that's gonna help you in the run game. Anyway, Smart Steven Jones dropped a deuce and says Washington tried to beat Tyron with Bob Cousy. Oh boy, ain't bad though. There's some Washington football Wizards fans that'll tell you that they liked him more because his effort was better than Chase Young's, but y'all know how that go. So you break up with a player, now you got all bad things to say about the player, but
stop that, man. that's no different than Cowboy fans talking about we got to get Coop out of here. He ain't got no dog in him. James Washington got some dog in him.
I will take Coop's lack of dog. Because it's 10 other dogs on offense right now. He is fine.
Same thing, bro.
Sky, Coop, Brandon Cooks, and CeeDee Lamb. All right, man.
Oh, we good. We about to take it. I would take it, but man. I don't think you have Cooks though. If Coop is here,
man,
I'm just using the example. That's all.
I understand, but Coop, one of my favorite receivers, man. Sincere Marcos dropped a 5 and says finally caught a live show. Well, shit.
Salute.
That they finally caught a live show, showing love from Korea. Damn.
Which one?
You ever heard of
I'll leave it at that.
I was about to ask him if he from Korea.
It's a legitimate question though, because
so he probably sleep then by the time this dog come on. Keep doing your thing. Love the content kings. Appreciate you, Swatty Cop.
Thank you, bro.
Then he also says, shit, I lost. Okay, I closed it up. Let's go back. Then he says, also, I wanted to ask, what do you think our team's peak is? Because I don't know. I don't think we are nowhere near it yet. I don't think so neither. I don't think we are as good as we can be, because I still think that we're working out offensive line continuity, consistency. I think getting started early on offense, not giving up early plays on defense and all that. We still got to figure out the linebacker position. Linebacker could be getting good real soon. I don't think we have a problem in the run game, but I just want to keep them run numbers low, like all the time. I don't think we had our peak yet, man. I don't think we had our peak yet, but we do. I do think that since our playoffs are like starting right now, I think we'll be good to go for these next 9 games or whatever, because we're gonna walk into all of them. Like there's no Carolina for us to walk in slipping. You know what I'm saying? There's no Arizona, nothing. We're gonna walk into this shit knowing the gravity of the situation and all of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think we've seen what we look like when we're playing our best on both sides of the ball. Has it been at the same time every quarter? No, it's football, man. Sure. Our peak, honestly, if we keeping it a bean, our peak is perfection. Like I don't. We've put up 40. We've put up 30 plus. We've shut teams out. We've held them to 3. We've held them like we've peaked on both sides of the ball at times. Have we peaked at the same time against a certain type of opponent? Not yet. And I think when that happens, or even if it don't even necessarily got to be at the same time, right? Like say you go out here against Philly in a couple weeks and you win that ball game 30 to 20. You could argue that's peak.
Sure.
Because of the opponent. So I think we just have to see them do it against a higher caliber opponent, and then we might be like, hey man, that's peak Cowboys right there. If they do that week in and week out against the Phillies and the Bills and the Miamis of the world, nobody can beat them. I think the reason why we're saying we ain't peaked yet is because we ain't beat one of those two teams yet, that plays well. So it's kind of just my take on different spin.
I'll say this though, and I do think we could do this. I feel great about Thursday. If we can go out there and beat the shit out of Seattle,
that's a start to me.
That's a start. That's a motherfucking start. Appreciate you, sir. Dirty Sanchez dropped the deuce and says DaRon Spice. I like it. Vance Williams dropped the 5 and says, funny thing, we know Dorothy made sure Jim Irsay would know all these songs you saying.
Jim Irsay, the Colts owner.
His wife named Dorothy?
I don't get that one.
Or is Dorothy another Dolly Parton song?
I'm about to say
like
that.
Jolene is.
Y'all gotta help us out with that one.
Gotta help me out with that. Appreciate you though, Vance. Dirty Sanchez dropped 5 and says the Philadelphia Eagles. He said Kegels, but I don't do the team nickname disses. I think I can diss them in a better way.
The Sheagles and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah. The Philadelphia Eagles should tip the refs after every game. Oh, no. Get Jack dropped the deuce and says, I got booted from the phones. Hey, man, the phones be looking up sometime. But call back tomorrow. We got you. Dirty Sanchez didn't drive. Let's see. Because I'm going to give you credit, Dirty Sanchez. Hold on, Trey. You dropped a 5, a deuce, a 5. That's 12.
Oh, yeah. Jim Irsay had like a black nanny or something named Dorothy. Yeah. And he wrote something on Twitter like, if my black mama was alive or something crazy.
She get paid?
I forget what it was about. It was something crazy. I can find it for you.
Nah, you ain't gotta go there. His mama black?
I think it was a nanny. You know rich people. The help is black, yes. Brother L said save it for Twitch.
I hope she get paid. All right, man. He said, I see you the tweets. You bet not. Is he getting canceled right now? Dirty Sanchez done dropped like 22 altogether.
Slave.
Jordan Smith, that's what I'm saying.
Her name was Dorothy.
Dirty Sanchez dropped 5 and says Dolly still got some TOBs. And before you ask, yes, I would.
Oh,
y'all
no.
Crazy, boy. Y'all crazy, my boy. Y'all need to grow up. I need to grow up. Sky. For like a Billy, right? Let's say for a Billy. In the uniform.
Keep going.
Would you?
What?
For a Billy?
For a Billy.
Man, let's just say I pull up and
It's my
Get out of here,
time.
Voch. I'm getting that.
Hey, look. Somebody be like, yo, Voch, you gonna shoot Dolly Club?
Shot the
By the end of this whole thing, all we gonna hear is
Dolly. Boy.
This is what I want them to play when I'm walking in there. Getting that Billy. What are you talking about?
Yeah! It's wobbling out there now. Yeah!
Sky, I'm gonna call Nay and be like,
your mama sure does care about your experience.
I did it for the school. I did it for Jody's school.
I did it for Jody's school.
He gonna go to the best schools, you hear me? He gonna go to the best schools, you hear me?
City boy!
Oh shit, Sky, I'm walking out of Dolly Parton house.
You bring American money.
You freaking
Heaven on earth massage parlor, please.
Heaven on earth.
Heaven on earth.
Better stop playing with me.
Oh shit, boy. God damn, boy.
Shit.
Nay and Shelly gonna have to understand, my boy.
They're gonna have to understand.
They're gonna have to understand. A Billy. We're gonna be in the suite tomorrow.
All it's gonna take is a couple. She might go on Twitter and start talking. You know.
Criticize.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Whoo, boy, Dolly gonna get a good nap. You hear me? Boy, I know this is gonna be some mess when I get off here, but woo. Content busting. Can I get flames in the chat, please? Can I get flames, arrows, fours, nose wipes, and water, please, in the chat? Whew.
I got your mind.
And glasses. Don't clip this. Yeah, El said don't clip this. Boy. Hey, yo, look, .com would never hire us like this. .com would never.
Somebody this morning said, man, I'd love to have you on the radio. I said, man, we get fired.
Yeah, they would.
We would have to be on, what's it called? The satellite, John?
Yeah, we got to be on
Sirius XM or something, yeah.
Shelly say volume, please. Don't see Shelly a real one, dog.
Oh.
Huh?
Serious? No, that was serious.
Oh. Shelly a real one.
What'd she say?
No, she just said, volume, please don't fire her. And look, hey, that's all you can ask for. Nay? You good? You straight? All right, man. Last Super. Well, pardon me. I hit refresh. We still got some more.
The boy your mama showed.
The boy your mama showed. Hey, Scott, that Bring American Money was crazy.
That was crazy.
I feel really good about Martavis Bryant's addition. What are y'all thoughts on Shaq Leonard? I feel like we cannot let Philly sign him. That's another reason. Sometimes you might want to sign him just so Philly don't.
Yeah.
You don't want to go against that dude.
And poker is called a blocker, right? If somebody's chasing like a flush or something, and you're holding that particular card in your hand,
right?
It's a flush blocker or something like that. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta keep your enemy from getting.
Yeah, man. Whew. 2 Eagles players have pulled their groin probably from the tush push. Yeah, so one of the linebackers and Lane Johnson hurt, and somebody else hurt too, Sky, from the Eagles.
Cunningham.
Zach Cunningham. Yeah. Hey, man. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you, man. Nobody gonna feel sorry for you, bro.
No, sir.
Appreciate you though. I mean, we don't wish nothing on nobody, but we ain't gonna cry. Let's see. Dirty Sanchez is going crazy in the Supers right now. He dropped 5 and says, I'm the reason the ladies in the old folks home shave their mustache. My God, Dirty Sanchez. Sir. Thick Flair says, if Voch and Sky have a studio in the next few weeks, we know why. Dolly done funded the studio. Voch Lombardi live from the Dolly Parton studio. No, from the Jolene studio. Yeah.
From the TOG or from the TOB studio.
And Boogie Johnson says, y'all boy watching Raw tonight. It's Dolly Parton watching Raw. CM Punk is back.
I will be watching it, yes.
Scott, you excited about CM Punk being back?
Yeah, I snapped out on Saturday. Good. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan right now.
Man, Scott, we had too much fun up here, man. Scott, chat, please don't stop dropping flames in water and bows and arrows and nose wipes and fours in the chat, please. And salt shakers for DaRon Bland, please. Thank you.
No milk, please.
No milk, please. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, as me, Scott, Dolly, and Darlene. At the volume,
Jolene.
2 instances are required for long-term success. 1, stop being afraid of what could go wrong. 2, start being excited about what could go right. Oh, Sky.
Yeah.
Hey, Sky, hold on now. 2 instances are required for long-term success. 1, you have to stop being afraid of what could go wrong. And 2, you have to start being excited about what could go right.
Fantastic.
Scared money don't make no money, Sky. Scared money don't make no money, Sky. Hold this L, UNLV, Young Pimp, Young Goat. Young Lion. Appreciate you, Marcus Harrison. Turn up, love you to pieces, man. Fantastic. Yo, Sky, hey, can't be fearless out here, man.
No.
Can't be fearless out here, man. Appreciate y'all. Chad, what a day. One of them ones. Yo, we ain't even mean to go crazy on the show like this. We thought we was gonna come in, talk a little football, take all the calls and get up out of here, man. But we just gave y'all some entertainment today. So I mean, hey, shouts out to y'all.
Did you hear what I said?
Salute.
Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Love y'all to pieces.
That might turn into one of my favorite drops right there.
The salute.
Yes.
Hey, man, come on, man.
Keep that.
Appreciate it. It's gonna be right there. I'm gonna put it right in the second spot, next to the mouth. Be sure to follow the Voch Lombardi page. Hit subscribe and all that. Be sure to follow the Volume social medias. Follow me on mine, VOCHLOMBARDI. Follow Skywalker Steele on all of his platforms, Skywalker STEELE, and be sure to watch him A to Z Dallas in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. Does everything get bumped up, or you just gonna keep running everything on Wednesday and Thursday?
Bumped up. Tomorrow we start the Seahawk breakdown.
All right, cool. Koye on Tuesday, Pat no C on Wednesday.
No, Koye probably Wednesday. Pat still comes in Thursday. I gotta do my morning show.
Got you. All right. Oh yeah, and don't forget to follow us on the Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We watch some film over there. Some pretty good work. All right. Y'all hold down for the dose, and the piece of whiskey. Until next time, Johnny.
I'm telling you, all I know from Dolly is 9 to 5. And I said this on Twitter because I play poker. And they call 9-5 the Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
That's it, bro.
That's more than I knew, dog. I ain't no joke.
That made me go take a look at her song 9 to 5. I'm like, oh, I see why the people